Hello, my name is Brad Teal and welcome to our July 2015 market update. In a click of a finger, 1 month has gone. Seems to have gone so quickly. But in that month, we've seen capital city prices rise by 2.8% across the land. More than that, CoreLogic reports the total value of residential real estate in Australia is now in excess of $6 trillion. That's $1 trillion, a lot of money, but I don't know how they come up with that stat, but that's a big, big number. Better still for Melbourne, that for the first time in the quarter we've seen Melbourne exceed Sydney in its growth. Now Melbourne exceeded Sydney by the fact that we grew by 6.1% in the quarter ending July 31. Market update, we've seen Essendon, a stunning growth, over $200,000 growth in the quarter to now have a median price in Essendon of $1,250,000. Can you believe that? $1.25 million, that's a lot of money. But more than that, Essendon had 37 sales reported, one of the biggest months of all time in the month of July. Ascot Vale has a median price of $950,000, and I predict it won't be very long before Ascot Vale is one of the $1 million suburbs in the CBD metropolitan area of Melbourne. 18 sales reported, which is also good volume. Avondale Heights, a median price of $722,000, and 14 sales, once again not a large turnover, but still a strong marketplace and growing capital growth. We've seen Brunswick get up to over $900,000. In fact, $908,500 is now the median price, and once again that upward growth won't see it too long before that is $1 million suburb as well. 33 sales reported, which is a fraction light on over recent months' turnover. Coburg, $755,000 the turnover, 27 sales for the month of July, and Pascoe Vale median price $765,000 with 30 sales, a good turnover month for the Pascoe Vale area. Caroline Springs, a median price of $456,500, good turnover as well, and we have 6 sales reported in the month of July with a median price of $708,500 for Keilor. Highlights for the month include 1A Keilor Street, which sold for $1,240,000, a 500 square metre block, not a big block, quite narrow, but in a great street. Keilor Street is one of those top streets of the northwest of Melbourne. Keilor, Curtis, Keilor Street, one of my favourite spots, and certainly great values in that Windy Hill, top of the hill area, not far down to the freeway, not far from the Essendon Recreation Reserve where the Bombers used to play. It's a really valuable area. Caroline Springs, office sold, a property at 37 Cororoyd Approach, Caroline Springs, 3 days only on the market for $485,000, $15,000 above what the vendor actually wanted, and 11 inspections in 48 hours is going back to what I've referred to in previous videos of our data matching into our database of looking for people matching vendor selling criteria of postcode, style of home, number of bedrooms, land size, and the price range they're looking for, and those buyers get to look through on VIP inspections, off market, very discreet selling, and sometimes people sell, next thing the neighbours are saying what's going on when a removalist van turns up because we've sold the property 2 months earlier, off market, no signs, no internet, and saving vendors cost because we've invested heavily into the software that sees this data matching going on. The Keilor office sold, 12 Aquanita Crescent Keilor Downs for $550,000, 100% exactly what the vendor said. If you can get me $550, I'll sell, and that's exactly what the boys at Keilor did. Ascot Vale office sold, 28 Athol Street. Now this was a beautifully renovated home owned by Alex, a local restaurateur down there at Stratos. A wonderful home, particularly with north-facing backyard, 2 stories at the back, and that sold for $1,900,000, which is a lot of money for that width block, but also indicative of the popularity of that position, not far to Union Road, up to Puckle Street, Ascot Vale Station becomes a choice, or up to Moonee Pond Station, and a very strong heritage streetscape as well. Coburg office sold, 80 Rose Street, Coburg, for $90,000 above their reserve. Now what that means is that at the auction they had a reserve of something like $770,000, and with multiple bidding put the pressure on the buyers. The auctioneer, Greg Coburg, was able to rise the bids up to eventually the final selling price for $860,000. Pascoe Vale office sold a 4-bedroom home at 85 Lungana Avenue in Glenroy for $807,000, $100,000 above the realistically set reserve, and that once again was a buoyant result, and showing the popularity of all of the Oak Park and Glenroy area in particular left of Pascoe Vale Road. A 3-bedroom home at 70 Spring Hall Parade in Pascoe Vale South sold for $901,000, and in Brunswick, Unit 10 at 1 McColl Court in Brunswick West, just down near where the bike track winds around the Moonee Ponds Creek, across the bottom of Albion Street there. It sold only 9 days after the auction for the full asking price that the vendors had set as their reserve. A rental wrap for the month has seen Teal Real Estate rent across all of our offices 88 properties for the month. Now, you might recall I was pretty delighted with 81 in June. 88 is a spectacular result, and what it means is that our rental department is working very hard because we have under 3% vacancy factor. What that suggests is, one, we rent properties quickly for our landlords so there is no vacancy, and we have them let before the tenant moves out, so there is on exchange of tenant moves out, tenant moves in, no vacancy factor. A really important thing when you own an investment property. A bit of a market wrap, we've seen a property at 15 Ormond Road in Moonee Ponds leased for $750 per week, 159 Kent Street, Ascot Vale, $590 per week, and 21 Petrick Drive in Keilor, $500 per week. We thank you for watching our July update. We also thank CoreLogic for their facts and figures. We use their statistics in providing you this information, and we look forward to giving you a sales and rental update, bit of market intelligence in our August update 2015. Thank you for watching.